Hi everyone and Happy New Year. Not everybody was able to make it to the meeting yesterday, so I just wanted to go over a few things to make sure that everybody is on board and very clear about this new Cinc system. So the first thing I want to talk about is updating leads in the system. Effective yesterday, we started getting in paid leads from the Cinc system. We got in 2 great buyer leads, and I congratulate the agents who they went out to and made contact with them immediately. One thing I want to make sure that we're covering though is that when these leads come in and you make contact with them, you have to go into the system, whether it's on your laptop, on your desktop computer, or on your phone, on your smartphone through the app. You've got to go in there and update the lead to make sure that I know that you've contacted the lead. Even though you and I have spoken and you've told me that you contacted them or that you attempted contact, that's not going to show up unless you make a note of that in the system. So like we covered in the meeting yesterday, if you call them from your Cinc app, and you do that just by tapping the number that comes up in the app under the lead, the system will automatically put a note in there for you that you called them directly from the app, and that's great. However, what it won't do is it won't update the progress. So if you were to log into your system right now, click on your lead. On the upper left-hand side above the lead's name, you're going to see an exclamation point if the lead is unworked. I see that on my end too, and if I see an exclamation point, it tells me that we've got a problem, that there's a lead that has come in that has not been contacted. The way that you change that on the computer is simply by clicking on the exclamation point and then moving down in the scroll bar to in progress. Everything is in progress unless you have a closed transaction, meaning you've gone to the closing table and everybody signed papers, or if it's a renter, that they have signed a lease. So the other option is to trash them. The only time you ever want to trash a lead is if they have asked you specifically not to contact them anymore, or if they tell you that they're working with another agent and that they're not somebody that you need to keep in contact with. Otherwise, everybody's going to be either in progress or unworked. And again, if they're unworked, it's going to affect your stats, and I'm going to see it as being an agent who is not contacting their leads. And if you're contacting your leads, you definitely don't want it to look like you're not contacting your leads. So if you're doing the same thing from your iPhone, your Android, your any kind of smartphone, and you have the app on your phone, you can simply go into the system and just check the progress. It'll say status, and you can just tap on unworked and change that to in progress. There's a little taskbar at the top in the app that says either attempted contact or that you have contacted them, that you've set an appointment, and so on and so forth. So you can do that in your app and you can do that on the computer. It's really simple. Adding notes to the file helps me out a lot, and it will help you out a lot in the long run too, so that the next time you have a conversation with that person, you can just refer back to your notes and everything is right there for you. Again, you can do that from your smartphone through the app just by tapping add note and then typing in your note just like you were text messaging, and then you click save. If you have any questions about how the mechanics of the system works, please don't hesitate to come by my office and I'll be happy to sit down and show you one-on-one. The other thing we covered in the meeting that I want to make sure everybody hears, and I know we've talked about this before, but now that we really are receiving good paid leads, I want to just make sure that everybody's really clear about this. The commission split, no matter what split you're on right now currently, is going to be 60-40 for paid company leads. Unless you're an agent who is on a 55-45% split, you will still be subject to 55-45 for everything until you bump up to that next level. So if you're an agent who's on a 70%, 80%, 90%, 100% split, I don't care what kind of split it is, you will still be subject for all paid leads to a 60-40 split. Now, right now we only have 2 paid systems, and we're getting ready to incorporate maybe another one into it. But the 2 paid systems that we're using are the Cinc leads that are actually our pay-per-click manager behind the scenes who is driving traffic to the new website. And then the other paid lead system that we have is called ushud.com. And we've already started getting in some leads from that. Those leads are being paid for by the company. there will be in the future more paid leads by the company as we tweak some things and play around with some things and make sure that we're getting a good value for it. So any organic leads that come in, like a walk-in on duty or a phone call, or somebody who comes in through the choicehomes.com website, those are all organic leads. They are not subject to the mandatory 60-40 split if you're already on a 70-80 whatever, anything higher than that. Those still stay on your same regular splits. The reason for this is that the leads do cost a lot of money and the company is not charging any kind of referral fee on these. So to keep things fair and even across the board, that's what we're going to do. So if you have any questions about that or any concerns, please don't hesitate to stop by my office, give me a call, shoot me an email. You know how to contact me. I hope you all have a safe and happy new year, and I will see you soon.